Namaste. In this video, we will learn about the signs or symbols or chinha of each and every graha. So, every graha, be it Jupiter, that is Jiva, Surya, Chandra, Venus, Shukra, Kuja or Mangal, each graha has different chinha or signs or symbols. One has to identify these symbols in the palm. So let's say Jupiter. Jupiter is the most important graha in the palm, right? So as we know that the Jupiter mount is here, so it's not necessary that the signs that I'm going to show you will be formed on the mount itself. Maybe the sign of Jupiter could be found here. We don't know. That is up to you to decide and check and interpret. But we should know what are the signs of Jupiter, what are the signs of, or what are the symbols or chinha of sign, sun or moon, Venus, etc. So let's start with Jupiter. Jupiter has got a peculiar pattern like this. You can see, if you see any symbol or chinha like this represents Jupiter. Two parallel lines which are vertical also show Jupiter's influence or Jupiter's, one can say Jupiter's aspect also, or Jupiter's placement also in a particular Rashi. At times you will also see a symbol like this. So these three are Jupiter's sign. Now this one which I have shown here, you could also have a symbol like this. It looks like a swastik. That also shows Jupiter. Okay, so you can have different variations of this. So when you talk about Jupiter, if let's say for example this sign is somewhat like this, it's not a cross, it's something like a swastik, you can say something like this. If it is prominently seen, now remember one important thing here is that you cannot have a sign of a graha made up of lines, principal lines. For example, this one and this one, I cannot say that this is a sign of Jupiter. No, it has to be formed independently on the mount. Only then we can say that the sign of Jupiter or sign of Venus or sign of Mars exists. Let's come to Sun. You must have heard of nakshatra, that means star. Nakshatra or star is generally represented by sun, or this particular symbol or chinna is a sure shot sign for sun to be placed in a particular place or sun's influence. Now nakshatra is very powerful. Why? Because there are many energies. You can say this is a cross, this is a gunak chinna, this is not good. Any sign like this which has got a third line which intersects at a particular point, this is where the energies are concentrated. This is a nakshatra. You can have more lines here, but remember again the same rule applies. You cannot have some line like this and then we say that, oh yeah, this is a nakshatra. No, it has to be independently formed. Okay, so only then the nakshatra is powerful. So this is about the nakshatra or the symbol or chinha for sun. Let's go to the next one, which is moon. In case of moon, it's very easy. You can see half moon like this, you can also have like this, you can have it like this, or you can have it like this. These are general signs. But what is important is that at times you see that there is a line going like this and another line from here, it crosses over. This is an independent line, this crosses over. This line shows Chandra Yuddha. Okay, Chandra Yuddha. So what does that mean? That means bad influence of Chandra. Not good. Okay, not good. It shows bad influence of Chandra. Okay, so this is very important. And in some palms, you will see that there is a sickle shaped like that. There's a sickle shape like this. This also shows influence of Chandra, especially Amavasya Yoga. You know, there is a yoga called Amavasya Yoga. This Amavasya Yoga is shown in this way. Okay, so this is about the Jupiter, Sun, and Moon. In the next video, I will explain different signs or symbols or chinha for Shukra, that is Venus, Mars, Mercury, Shani, Rahu, and Ketu. So, this is a short video where we have focused mainly on the chinha. Now, do not get confused when I say that there is this there was this confusion. I think I remember someone asked me, this is a symbol or sign of Vrishab. Okay, so Vrishab Rashi sign is like this. So if you see this sign on, let's say for example here, if you see Vrishab here, it doesn't mean that the Shukra is in Vrishab Rashi. No, there are different meanings for this. Now, the sign of Vrishab actually is the second house as per Kalapurush Kundali, isn't it? Second house shows money. Second house actually shows prosperity. Second house also shows speech, family, relatives also, actually, when you say family. So, whenever we look at Gochar, we have to observe these particular symbols. Now, you will see that, look, this symbol which I have drawn here actually is also the symbol for Mithun. Mithun means like this. Okay, so Mithun Rashi's symbol is like this. So do not get confused when particular symbol or chinna represents a Rashi and a Graha. We have to learn more about it, but this is just the beginning. I'm just trying to make things clear straight away, because many students who have learned chinna also and they learn Rashi chinna also, and they get confused. So don't get confused. These two are different things. Here we look at Gochar mainly. These are permanent. These are static. These are dynamic. That means they change. These generally don't change, and mostly these signs of Graha are effective when they are formed using Nadika Rekha. Nadika Rekha are these Rekha. You see these Nadika Rekha, these ridge lines, they are mostly involved in forming chinha for Graha. It doesn't mean that only Nadika Rekha can form chinha. No. In case of Nakshatra, it could be lines. It could also be Nadika Rekha. So you have to learn these things. It's a deep science which you have to go and research, observe, interpret, and then come up with prediction. So I'm just trying to give you again overview of the three graha: Jupiter, Surya, or Jupiter means Guru, Surya, and Chandra. I've given you basic signs of this. In the next video, we'll go about more signs. Thank you.